Hello team, Gavin and Alex here, and we are back with one of our podcasts today, and it's going to be talking about menopause and exercise.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of our clients are women, and because we only work with people over 40, what we're hearing a lot of the time is people, women come and they say, look, I'm going through menopause, I'm about to go into menopause. I have found that it's much more difficult to keep the weight off, lose weight, once you enter menopause. And primarily one of the main reasons they usually mention is metabolism slowing down, okay? And a lot of these women, they actually have a belief that they cannot lose weight at all, okay? So it's like it's an obstacle that they cannot overcome. So look, even though it to a certain degree, it can become a little bit harder to lose weight, it is definitely possible. And we say it because we've done it many, many times, okay? So a lot of women came to us who were struggling because of menopause, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the intricacies of losing weight, getting fitter when you're going through menopause.
Sure. So like with menopause, right, you for a female anyway, obviously your bodies are going through a change physiologically. That's what it is. It's changing. Your estrogen levels are changing, and you're becoming a kind of a different person physiologically. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Your body changes with that. So, like, if you just take it back a step, there's some really interesting studies out at the moment about people's metabolism. And what they're saying is that between the ages of 20 and 60, our metabolisms do not change whatsoever. In fact, your metabolism is very, very consistent between those 20 and 60. So you can't really blame a slow metabolism for anything. However, what does change is your muscle mass decreases. That is what it is, because as we get from 20 to 60, somebody in their 60s got less muscle mass in their 20s. That's common sense, right? So really, our muscle is responsible for metabolism. So the more muscle we have in our body, then ultimately what happens is your metabolism burns more calories at rest, which is really important to understand. So if you're going through menopause, yes, your physiologically would change and you will burn less calories, on a daily basis. But you can absolutely offset that change by resistance training, by increasing your muscle mass on your body, by eating a high protein, high fiber diet, by walking a bit more, because it'll kind of give that discrepancy. Do you know what I mean? So like what we did a presentation a while back, and I can't see the slides, but I'll just go through it. So like, we burn calories differently through exercise and protein and everything else. So our BMR, which is a basic metabolic rate, only really gets depressed by 100 to 300 calories with a hormonal change. It's not that much, right? So let's just say you do no exercise whatsoever. Your BMR, your base metabolic rate, even with menopause, is 1,500 calories. If you then go through menopause and it tanks, then you may only be able to burn 1,200 calories at rest. There's a 300 calorie discrepancy. But if you did 1 hour walk per day and you burn 500 calories off, straight away, it negates or takes care of that small decrease in metabolism. Then if you eat a high fiber diet and you burn more calories through digestion from protein and fiber, then you increase your metabolism a little bit more. Then if you do more daily steps and you do resistance training and you add muscle to your body, then all those things add on top of that. So you could actually really sort of compensate for that 100 to 300 calories very simply just incorporating exercise into your daily activities in your day.
Yeah. Look, I think what I'm actually seeing as well sometimes is like people, they put a label on themselves. They'll say, okay, I've got menopause. I can't lose weight. And they kind of just give up. Like they'll just say, okay, well, I got my menopause. That's just the way it is. So what Gavin has just shared with you, it's you can still lose weight. You can still manage it. Maybe you have to be more vigilant. Maybe you have to do things like maybe in your 20s, you could do anything. You could, eat fast food and still be thin, right? Okay, it may no longer be the case. You have to be quite a bit more careful. But there's certainly pretty much, we haven't met a single person who was not able to lose weight as long as they follow the system, okay, as long as they do the right things. I mean, Cara comes to mind. So Cara was the lady who lost 56 kilos. I mean, it didn't happen overnight, but, she lost 56 kilos probably over, a couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, she is probably a good example, like someone who was struggling to lose weight for a very long time. And then when she started with us, she just started to lose weight very consistently, bit by bit. Every fortnight, there was a change. Bang, 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 bang. So, it's just really you got to do a couple of things right, but it certainly is doable.
And I think the other side of the coin as well, people always associate exercise and fat loss. And I don't think that is really the best way to frame it. Yes, it helps. Your diet's a big part. But if you're going through menopause, you really need to be weight training and exercising for some other significant benefits around bone density, about keeping your joints and ligaments strong, managing your hot flashes, having more, get rid of the brain fog, more energy, the sort of, what's the word? Feeling better about yourself, more confidence, all those things are a benefit of exercise. Alex will tell you, I'm sure, as a physio, like when he sees older people with kind of brittle bones and stuff,
osteoporosis, yeah,
like it is significant, isn't it, when people break hip?
Actually, interestingly enough, that is one of the effects of menopause as well, is that actually it puts you at higher risk of losing bone mass. Essentially, your bones become fragile. So by not exercising, you're putting yourself even more at risk. And if your why is to actually get healthier, so the reason why you want to lose weight is to actually get healthier, then it actually doesn't matter as much as if you still have a couple of extra kilos, but you are exercising every single day, you're eating overall healthy, then does it really matter? Like if you have two extra kilos, health-wise, the most important thing is you keep moving, you're exercising enough, and you're eating healthy. You've got plenty of fiber in your diet. You've got protein. So that should probably be the main focus, not so much the I think a lot of people take BMI as the kind of gold standard, which is a very, very rough guideline. And another example what I give is like if you take a rugby player, an All Black, some of them might actually not fit within the BMI model anyway because they got too much muscle.
Yeah.
So don't take the BMI as your kind of like just gold standard for measuring your weight or where it should be.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Actually, it is like just being healthier and fitter. And I guess as well, if you listen to our last podcast where we talked about process consistency, this is where it comes in now, isn't it? Is to build that extra muscle mass and burn more calories off, strengthen your bones, so you're less risk for osteoporosis and all other good stuff that comes with it. But yeah, it is hard. But ultimately, you got to start. You just got to chip away at it, and ultimately, it'll be better on the other side, I think.
If you're struggling, come and talk to us. Okay, it's you can do it. Try and do it on your own. Follow the system, but if you feel like you need a bit of extra help, as I said, we've done it before many times, and if you have menopause, I'm sure we'll be able to help you. Okay,
fantastic.
Speak to you on the next one.
See you guys. Bye. Okay guys, so I hope you found the podcast of value. If you did and you're struggling with your own health and fitness journey, there's a link in the description for a free discovery call with me. And that free discovery call, we're going to cover off a little bit about you, your history, your goals, what you want to achieve, and maybe we can help you or not with your own health and fitness goal. So if that does sound like something that you'd like to do, then click on the link in the description, and I look forward to chatting to you in the very near future. Have a good day guys. Bye-bye.